of all, I'll give you a small overview about what we are going to learn in the networking basis. So very simple, what is network? What is networking? Internetworking. Okay, what is LAN, MAN, CAN kind of stuff? Those are a type of networks. And so what is intranet? What is internet? What is a default gateway? Okay, what is NIC, MAC addresses, cables, how to check MAC address, how to check IP address, different type of cables. Okay, so there how they look at the cables, some small properties. Okay, different devices like a hubs, switches, routers, modems. Okay, different type of networking devices we use. What are there? Okay, what is small office, home office kind of network? Okay, how we are using currently in our home and office. Different physical topologies, bus topology, ring topology, mesh topology, star topology kind of stuff. Tree topologies, different network commands. While we are doing only, so we learn different commands.
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah, tell me.
Sir, please sorry, forgive me. It's a humble request. While attending the meeting, there is a time when there's a lot of disturbance in your voice. It's a please, it's a request if you could see and if you could rectify it from your side. It's please,
My
sir.
voice
If you,
is
no, now
disturbance.
now it is coming right. Now it's fine. But just before that, your voice was breaking. Now it's
Okay,
fine.
okay, okay,
Now it's fine.
okay. Okay. Out of this, all commands, ping is very important. How to check IP address like a IP config space slash all. Okay, ping, trace RT. These commands are important, most frequently used commands. Okay. In a troubleshooting, mainly ping command is very important. Next one is so about IP addresses, MAC addresses, difference again. Okay, and what is IP address, IPv4, IPv6, and IPv4 about IPv4, their classes, ranges, subnet mask, use of subnet mask, and what is private IP addresses, what is NAT, what is PAT, what is APIPA IP addresses, OSA models, OSA model, different protocols and their port numbers. Okay, each layer, OSA, each layer, and the difference between TCP and UDP. Okay, how to troubleshoot a network using a OSA model? What is TCP IP model? Okay, the troubleshooting using a OSA layer model. Okay, so those are all we are going to discuss. This is just a small overview about what we are going to learn in the networking part. Last name is Avik. Okay. So I'm starting now. What is network? What is a network? Interconnection of two or more devices called a network. It meaning is you have a device. Device means you have a computer or a laptop, like that you can say. Whatever the device it is, you have a device and you connected a device. How you connected, that is a separate thing. Like you connected to a switch or you connected them directly. Okay, what are the topology it is? It's a connection of a devices. Okay, interconnection of a two or more devices called a network. Now this is a network. This is a network. Okay, next. This is my PC, A1 PC, A1 PC, A2 PC. PC name is A3 PC. Sorry. I will put different names here. A1, B1, C1 PC name. Okay. We are connected. It means it's a network. Then what is networking? What is networking? It is so dull kind of stuff. Now it is bright. Okay. Okay. What is networking? Communication between the interconnected devices. Okay, communication between two or more interconnected devices means we are connected to or more devices. Two or more means either two or three, four, five, six, right? Communication between two or more devices. For example, if you are able to communicate from A1 to B1 or B1 to C1, okay, so that is what we call it as communication between two or more devices is called a inter sorry, we call it as a
Networking.
networking. Okay, very good. Now we have a network. Maybe in this world, so there is a lot of networks are there. I have a network, you have a network kind of stuff. We have a different networks available in the different places. Okay, so they're all having their network and they're able to communicate each other. So that is different networks. Network one, network two, separate, physically, logically separate networks it is. Both physically and logically a network. For example, you take an example. This is a network in one room. This is a network in another room. I have a big cable. I connected them. Then become a single network again. It is become single network again. But not always it is possible because we cannot make that one very large network kind of stuff. We don't do it also because there are certain reasons we have to deal. This one as a network, this is one as a one another network, this is one as a another network. So there are having their own privacy within their own network. They should be there. For example, this is network 2, this is network 3, and this is for example PC A2, B2, C2, A3, B3, C3. So this is the three networks. Now I want to make a connect between these networks. Okay. Okay. Do not get confused. Very simple it is. It is a inter normally interconnection of two or more devices called a network. Communication between two or more interconnected devices called networking. What is internetwork is connection of two or more networks. Internetworking means communication between different networks. Internetworking means communication between these networks. So these are all different networks. If you connect these networks together. This is internetworking. Maybe you can connect like this also. Maybe I'll connect like this also. Lot of channels are there, but it's plainly we'll see. This is a network. This is a network. This is a network. This is a network. Okay, if you are able to communicate this network to this network, or this network to this network, or this network to this network, means if you are able to communicate, that is internetworking. So connection of two or more networks called a internetwork. Communication between two or more networks called a internetworking. For example, this is the C1. C1 want to communicate to A2. So it will forward to packet to this one to here, and it reaches here. Why I put this round symbols? The round symbol represent router. The round symbol represents router. Okay. The router is a internetworking device. Router is a internetworking device. Internetworking device. Remember. What is this? These boxes where like some junction box is there now? This is nothing but a switch. Or we can use hub also. Instead of switch, we can use hub. Okay. Hub and switches basically will connect the devices in the LAN communication. Okay. When you want to communicate outside of your network, we need a router. You are communicating outside of your network, means you are communicating through this router only. Okay. But when you are communicating A1 to B1 through switch or a hub, you want to communicate B1 to C2. If you want to communicate this B1 to C2, how to communicate? First forward the packet to the switch, switch to router, router to another router, and whatever it is, finally we reach the C2. For example, you want to communicate A1 to A3, A1 to A3. So how to travel? Somewhere like you have to travel one router to router, router to router, finally reach the destination. So this is internetworking. Guys, understand network, networking, internetworking.
Yes, sir. Got it, sir.
Yes, sir.
So this is a diagram which is I use only single router to connect a multiple networks. But here each router I use for a separate networks. I connected the routers. Okay, I connected the routers. Whatsoever it is internetworking. Guys, there is a type of networks. These type of networks, as per the textbooks and as per the general idea, so people divide this network into mainly four parts. One is LAN, CAN, MAN, WAN. Based on the geographical range or a size, we are talking about these things. But originally, two networks, one is LAN, another one is WAN only. Of course, so things are keep going on from computer networks to your personal type of networks also came up. Okay, that's why it is PAN, HAN, BAN, so many kind of HANs are came. WAN is also there, VAN is also there, SAN. Okay, people whatever the AN is there, they will put it here. But originally there is a four only. Originally four. But we should know remaining things. Why? Because of Yeah, people thinking different ways, different kind of concepts are added. That is why. Okay. LAN, local area network. CAN, campus area network. MAN, metropolitan area network. WAN, wide area network it is. Okay. A local area network, meaning is it may be I have a one room, I have a 5 computers, I connect it to a switch. That is a simple LAN network. LAN means it's your private network. You will communicate within the LAN. You can communicate within the LAN without any internet connectivity. Within the LAN, I might have a laptop, I have another laptop, and another desktop is there. We can communicate each other in the LAN directly without having any internet connection. Okay. Or your LAN size can be either from room or entire floor. We can make it as a one single LAN network, or multiple floors or entire building. That is a geographical size limitation is a building, a building. That is LAN. Okay. Next one is CAN, campus area network. College campus, you take a campus means like a college campus, university campus. Some organization campuses are there, for example, TCS campus, Cognizant campus, or a TechM campus. Okay, campus means multiple buildings in a single area only, but multiple buildings are there. Each building is has once their LAN communication, different departments. For example, my building is ECE department, and another building is mechanical, civil department, electrical department, science background, BSc science background, like people are there, right? So science related background means computers, physics, chemistry, right background, zoology, biology background, commerce buildings, okay, commerce buildings. So each building, administrative building, principal offices, okay. So different buildings in the universities, colleges are there. So each building think like a LAN, and you combine all the LAN together as a make it as a very big network, but within the campus only. Means ECE department can able to communicate with EEE department, but EEE department is not communicating outside of the this campus. Within this one only they will communicate each other. No outside communication, no outside to inside communication is not there. Your PCs, your servers, everything within the campus only. So that type of network it is campus area network. Okay, within the campus. MAN, Metropolitan Area Network. Metropolitan Area Network. Metropolitan area network usually that is created for cities, metropolitan cities. For example, in India, Kolkata is a one metropolitan city. Delhi, Chennai, Mumbai, these are the four metropolitan cities. I am not really know, not went there, see the what is man network is there or not. But as I know, Mumbai has a man network earlier, but I don't know whether we didn't see. But we have an understanding like America, like countries having this man network within the city. Okay, in the city, different departments are there. For example, mayor office, administrative building it is, right? Mayor office is a administrative building. Fire department, electrical department, water department, civil construction department, R&D road development departments, okay, hospitals, courts. So they want to share information. So their lands are come together and make it as a very big network. But within the city limit, people able to share their informations. Okay, and they can communicate each other, but within the metropolitan city limit. The network size is city limit only. Next one is WAN, wide area network. Wide area network. Nowadays, if you don't have a CAN network or MAN network, no problem. Okay, LAN is everywhere. LAN is everywhere. I'm in the office. There is a lot of computers are there. The laptops are there. We're all connected to a network, same network only. We are all in the same LAN only. Of course, we have an internet. Whenever we want to communicate outside, like a Google.com, Facebook.com, YouTube.com, Microsoft Teams, okay? So we need a internet connectivity to communicate outside, but within the communication, LAN is enough. Okay. Whenever you want to communicate outside of my network, I need an internet. Very simple, right? This is WAN network. So WAN, again, we cannot say exactly WAN is an internet part, but WAN make you connected to internet also there. It's a mixed points are there, but understand WAN, it is a wide area network. It is a global network. Global means not only in your building, or not is limited to your building, city or campus. The limit is entire globe. So I have a office in Hyderabad. For example, I have a server in my Paris, a server, another server is external, and maybe I have another server is in Pune. We can all connected these things together, and they will communicate each other by WAN connectivity. WAN connectivity. So different geographical area, right? It is not even a countries, right? Hyderabad, Pune in the India, but extern is in US and Paris in France. Different countries, different continents. So they will can able to connect together and communicate together. So WAN is a global network. Okay, WAN is a global network. So here it is I've written some definitions I've collected and put it. Again, guys, LAN is a local network. It is private. Within the LAN, we can communicate each other, of course. Then CAN is also. Tell me.
Sir, how is MAN different from WAN? Like internet, we can say that internet is a wide area network, right? But if I have to communicate, like we are having class right now, so how could we differentiate that whether it is MAN or WAN connection?
Actually, that is a good question. Okay, so I said no. For WAN, it is lot of different statements are there. But when you are connected to internet, you are connected to WAN connectivity. The connectivity is a WAN type of connectivity. That's it. WAN is not exactly say it is internet, but we are connecting to internet through WAN connectivity only. So we are all connected to internet only now, because you are not in my office. You are in a you
Yes.
are accessing. We are connecting through this Microsoft Teams, and we are connecting Microsoft Teams with internet. So we are all in the internet part. Okay. Even we are
So
not
it means that.
exactly not connected WAN connectivity. You tell me?
So does it mean that internet is common? Like it can be in a CAN, it can be in WAN, or it can be on MAN, right? Like it is a common.
Yeah, somewhat like that only, correct. For example, this is my LAN network, my office LAN network. I have a computers here. Okay, they will communicate each other without any internet connection.
Hmm.
And yeah, very good. That is a common thing is there is an internet, okay, which connects to everyone. Networks of network is a networks of network. It connects to everyone. It is net. The word it is net, why it is? Everything is connected like this. You want to communicate outside of your LAN, means like you want to access google.com or facebook.com or youtube.com. You have to communicate through internet only. Without internet, you cannot able to communicate to these things. But without internet, you
Sir,
can communicate in the LAN.
okay, sir. Means that in within an office we can communicate with each other or different desktop without the intervention of internet, right?
Very good.
Okay, thank you,
Next,
sir. Thank you.
another question you asked, man can kind of stuff. Same concept. Campus. Without having any subscription to any internet broadband connections, within the campus, you can able to communicate. All buildings, all departments will communicate each other without any taking any internet subscriptions or internet connectivity. Okay. Same goes for WAN also. That wide the area will increases. LAN means a building, but campus size is bigger. Man is size is much bigger, right? Within the city. Within the city. So it is not outside of the city we don't communicate. Okay, but if you want to communicate outside of the city or outside of the campus, we need compulsory internet connectivity. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Actually, this is a small concept that is good. Good question it is. And WAN is not exactly a internet. Okay. For example, I am here in my place. Okay. In my network is there. Okay. My computers, my laptops are there here. My servers are there. You are somewhere located and you are there. How to go to this network connectivity providers are there, ISP, Internet Service Provider, okay, service providers, example HCL. I ask them to connect me to this office, okay. So what they will do, they will create a dedicated connection, a WAN connection to communicate from here to here. It is located different place. If it is near, it is in the same building, I can directly connect. But it is not in the same building and it is not a campus, it is not a metropolitan kind of connectivity it is. After LAN, there is nothing is there. So for me, then what I have to do? I have to go for WAN directly. Through WAN, I can able to connect. Okay. In generally, I'm telling, I have my own LAN. I'm in my home, for example. I have a laptop, desktop kind of stuff is there. Okay, and there is an internet. Internet is a networks of network. So all networks are connected here. All public networks are connected here. So I want to connect it to internet. So then it is obviously you can access anything from internet. A server can be in India, server is outside of India, right? Both I can able to access. Google.com is not in India. Facebook.com, I think it is in India. Recently it is came into India. Okay, Google.com also in India, but not always like not of so many servers, not in India definitely. Okay, YouTube.com, Facebook.com, W3schools.com, okay, Microsoft.com. These are all things outside of our network, not a LAN, not in the LAN, not in the CAN, not in the MAN also. So there are in the separate places. They're all connected to internet. We can access them through internet. To connect, we may use WAN protocols. To connect it to internet, we use WAN connectivity. WAN protocols, WAN connectivity, like a PPP, point to point, PPP OE, point to point over Ethernet. Okay. MPLS, frame relay. These are all WAN connectivity technologies. So our router, our ISP connects us to internet using this technology. Okay, this is another example of internet plus WAN. Internet WAN relation is we are connecting to internet, our daily internet broadband connections through WAN connectivity only. Okay, it is WAN connections and internet connections not owned by any single person. It is managed by IANA, ICANN kind of stuff. Very good. It is a global network, so entire globe covered with a network means that is a WAN network. So no limitation, global. Again, maybe we have to put a different name, new name maybe come in the future because of if you are able to communicate from Earth to Mars, then WAN is gone, right? So next one will come. Okay, Earth to Mars, Earth to Moon. Then definitely we should not say that word is not global. That is a galaxy. GAN, Galaxy Area Network. Now, if you can able to reach the Alpha Century, like that means outside of our galaxy, inter-galaxy communication, extra galaxy communication will also come in future. So maybe next generations will see that one. By the time I will die, no problems. I don't need to teach that one also. Okay, happy? So intranet, guys, intranet means local. Internet means outside one, global, public network. Internet is a public network. Intranet is private network. If you see here, I have written one diagram, SOHO kind of stuff, small office, home office. See, I have a server here. I have a server here. From PC to I'm accessing server. From PC to I'm accessing the server. Now this is called a intranet communication. Means within your network only. Yeah, very good. Yeah, as you say, that statement is correct. So she said no. So that's if I am communicating from my laptop to another laptop or a desktop in the LAN, that is called a intranet. Okay. So I have my own web server is there, my mail server is there in my LAN network. I don't use any internet there. So I'm communicating to my mail server without any internet. So that is called a intranet. Then what is internet? So you want to communicate outside of your LAN, means through public. You can access gmail.com, I can access gmail.com. How we are accessing? Through internet. Right? It is a global network, public network. Intranet, private and local network. Actually, this is not a part here, but I am added here because when we are here about intranet and internet, LAN and WAN connection, LAN and internet connection, guys, if you are communicating from PC1 to PC2 or PC2 to this file server or a PC3 to web server or PC2 to PC5, you don't require any internet. We are all communicating through this switch or hub only. Even we don't send a packet to this router. Okay. But if in case this PC1 is open the google.com, google.com not in this LAN network, right? It is outside of the LAN. So packet has to send compulsory to outside. We'll take another one. So this is a B3, want to communicate C3. So packet will send to the switch to C3 PC, then communication is completed. Okay, but if in case this B3 want to communicate this A2, which is not in the same LAN, what it will send? It send to this, to the router first. Router will decide how to reach this destination and it will send packet to that destination. You know, A3 want to communicate, send a packet to C2. A3 want to communicate it to this A1. A1 send, okay, I will take another color. So A3 to A1. Okay, so A3 send a packet to this router to this router, like path, based on the path. Okay, then reach here. So either A3 or B3 or C3 want to communicate outside of its network, it compulsory has to send to this router through this interface. So this interface we call it as a default gateway. Default gateway, like this interface. So C1 want to communicate google.com, or PC3 want to communicate youtube.com. Compulsory packet has to send. Packet has to send like this. Packet will go to first switch to router to modem, ISP, and finally it will reach like this, right? So for example, you want to, like C1 want to communicate like outside, to switch to router, then go outside and reach the destination. Okay, so what is this entry point here? Exit point, exit. This is called a gateway. IP address of that interface is a default gateway IP address. Default gateway IP address. So I will tell you in simple manner. Guys, think like this is a room. A room. We are not directly sitting in a room now, but I will try to tell this example. Okay. In general, so there is a people sitting here. Okay, this is a they're sitting in this room. If they want to communicate each other, they want to communicate each other. Like this is a person. I will take name from your sheet only. So Abhinav is there. Anurag is there. Okay. So Abhinav want to say something to Anurag. Is it required to go outside of the room? They can communicate here only, right? No need of going outside. Understand?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay. No need of going outside. So they can communicate within the LAN. This is intranet kind of communication, right? For example, someone came to office. Someone came outside waiting for a. Okay, so he's waiting outside of the room. He's in the outside of the room. Okay, so what Anurag will do? He'll go outside and talk, right? He'll go outside of the room and will talk to the person. How will go? Through the gate. You open the door and go outside. So this is a default gate. When you are communicating within the network, you don't require any default gateway or router or internet connectivity. But when you are communicating outside of your network, compulsory outside of your local network, okay, outside of your network, You have to go through this gateway only. So IP address of this default, the IP address of this interface, this gateway is default gateway IP address. Your routers in generally in our home and our networks, our router is act like a default gateway, When we require to communicate outside of the network, then send packets through default gateway. Router is also act like a default gateway. Default gateway IP address is router IP address, LAN interface IP address. Okay. Understand, guys, what is default gateway?
Yes, sir.
Right.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So next one is what is IP address? Okay. What is NIC? What is NIC? What is MAC address? And how to check MAC address? Then also I will show you how to check IP address also now only. Means at the time only I will tell. What is IP address and what is how to check IP address. I didn't give you any details of what is IPv4, IPv6 kind of stuff, but I will tell what is NIC, okay, what is MAC address, what is IP address, how to check MAC address, how to check IP address, how you got an IP address from DHCP server, what is the manually assigned IP address. That is we will discuss after small break. But we'll start. Okay, so that is I will tell, but problem is I didn't note anything here. Okay, so you need a means PPT is there. Already I shared a PPT to you. First of all, reference PPT. Any short URL is there, that is good thing. Okay. Read daily, guys, then definitely you can easily, if you read once more, not required a 10 times, 20 times reading. If you read once more, then you will easily remember things. Okay, easy, small definitions. Lot of people think it is very small definition. Yeah, one
Sure, sir.
thing, forget one thing. We think it is a very small and we ignore it. Sometimes that is very important in a certain interviews. Okay, so that's why do not ignore even it is a small details. So because when we are in engineering, even myself in engineering, so I will always read what are the FAQs. Frequently asked, what is FAQs?
Frequently asked question.
Very good. Frequently asked questions. So what happened with the FAQ point? Okay. If in a case a question not came from the FAQ, big problem. Yeah, tell me.
So what is here? I can see that there's a written between like storage area network SAN. So what is SAN?
SAN. Very good. That's what I said. I forget these points. I will tell. Guys, nowadays people are adding so many things, including I have seen there is so many ANS kind of stuff already told. Okay. Personal area network, home area network, body area network, BAN, body area network, some kind of virtual area network kind of stuff also people are adding. I don't know why people are adding. But I can agree somewhat with the PAN, hand, ban kind of stuff. Or together, we can say like I'm wearing a smartwatch and I have a mobile phone, Bluetooth ear set. Okay, all connecting together So it is my body area network or a personal area network. We can come to this thing. Home area network, of course, we can agree with the home area network. So you have a smart TVs, smart appliances like AC, smart ACs, smart refrigerator, smart plugs, smart LEDs, smart connectivity through Alexa or Alexa Echo Dot, Google Homes. So these are all a smart home kind of concept, right? So like IoT implementation in the home, okay, smart gardening. These are all will comes to this pan and hand kind of stuff. Okay, so this is connecting these devices through a network. Okay, so these are all comes under pan and hand kind of stuff. Okay, yeah, very good. That is SAN, storage area network. Guys, storage area network is not comes under this LAN, MAN, CAN kind of stuff. It is not a type of network because we don't use that one in our regular life. Okay, SAN is used in the enterprise and organizations, those who are required a storage solution, centralized storage solutions. They use it. Even though SAN is not a network type, lot of people confusing between type and not a type kind of stuff. Names are different, types are different. Okay, so types actually say LAN, MAN, CAN, WAN only. In out of that one, I vote for only LAN or WAN because you are communicating within the network LAN. If you are communicating outside of your network through WAN only, right? No other choice, right? With the WAN communication only, we can communicate outside of our regular network. So we are communicating in the public, compulsory WAN connectivity. Okay, so only two networks. Now people are keep adding these things. The SAN itself, it is a LAN network only. SAN itself, a LAN network only. Mesh topology, they use it because of the name came like a
Excuse me, sir.
they added here. Yeah, tell me
Sir, please, can I ask one question?
which one?
Sir, can I ask one question?
Yeah, tell me.
Sir, actually, my doubt is that suppose right now we are having a meeting with MS team. I am from UP. You are from Hyderabad. Someone is from Rajasthan. So, will it come under WAN or LAN? I am not able to understand that because we are
We are you and me are connected through internet.
yes, sir.
You're asking Google Meet, right? Without
Yes, sir.
internet, we cannot communicate. So how you connected internet? Using WAN connectivity only.
Okay, sir.
But we are not direct WAN connection. No, you and me direct WAN connection is not there. Over the internet, we are connected.
Okay, sir.
I am connecting to internet via WAN and from WAN to that is we are connected through internet. Okay. Okay. So this is storage area network. Originally not comes under this LAN WAN kind of concept, but people are adding. So that is storage area network for a storage solutions purpose, centralized solution, enterprise solution network it is. Enterprise storage network it is. Okay. So we discussed up to default gateway. Yeah, okay, take a break, guys. Take a 10-15 minutes of break.